So I did a Starlink bypass, and I'm very sure you also did a Starlink bypass. But not to waste much of your time, we're going to dive into how you can move from the bypass Starlink to not bypass Starlink. All right, so some of you who are new here, you might not understand what we're talking about or how we got here. So there's a video showing right now on the screen that details how we got into a new apartment and where the new apartment didn't have network at all. We tried all that several networks, none of them worked, and we got recommended to try Starlink. We tried Starlink, and we tried it at the wrong time because at that time Starlink was not available in Lagos, Abuja, and Port Harcourt. But now it is. But then it was not. So we had no choice but to do the bypass. The video is showing. I said that Jido. The video is showing right now. Okay, so you can go and check it out and then return back on here. So now, for those of us who already know how we got here and who's interested in how to move from bypass Starlink to the non-bypass Starlink, let's get right into it. Okay. Based on the fact that Starlink is now available in Lagos, Abuja, and Port Harcourt with a subscription of 57,000 naira per month, I decided to, bring to your knowledge that you can move from the bypass mode to non-bypass. Right? And then this can be done with this process that I'm about to list to you. But before we do that, there are things that must be in place before we move from the bypass to non-bypass, which is also called deactivating your bypass mode. And number one of them is that your Starlink must have been active for a minimum of 90 to 120 days. And I know from the previous video, I did mention that I was going to let my Starlink stay deactivated for 3 months. I'm going to probably leave it for 3 months, and after the whole activation has been deactivated, then I'm going to have it sent to Benin City and have someone in Benin City transfer from the bypass to non-bypass. But that was wrong because the information that was given to me by the guy who did the bypass said I need to leave it for 30 days to 90 days before they can allow me to move from bypass to non-bypass. I didn't know he was trying to do me a disservice. But then that is in the past now. I've learned and I'm, better now, and I'm trying to tell you so you don't make the same mistake. And secondly, you must have no outstanding debts. You must not owe Starlink a penny, a dime. All your previous subscription must be duly paid. And if you have an active subscription on the month that you're about to do the moving from the bypass to non-bypass, please note that the subscription you did becomes forfeited. Which means that after you do the transfer, then you still need to do a new subscription. And if you're okay with this, let's get into the step-by-step processes that you need to follow to be able to move from the bypass to non-bypass, or you're able to deactivate your bypass mode. So based on the fact that the guy who did the activation and installation for me told me to wait for 30 days to 90 days before I'm able to move from bypass to non-bypass, I left my Starlink dormant for 3 months. And now that I've learned how to do it better, it's time for me to pay up my debt. I had about 3 months outstanding, which I'm about to have that sorted. This is me working through the process of clearing out my debt, completing the first stage to migrate from bypass mode to regular mode, which is also called non-bypass. Now, the next thing is to have the kit serial number saved or written down somewhere because you'll be needing it. To see where the kit serial number is displayed, click on the satellite looking icon, then tap on the resident plan section and proceed to scroll down till you see the Starlink ID. With the key serial number saved or written down, the next phase is to cancel the bypass Starlink account. But before you go ahead to do this, I would urge that you make sure that your account has been active for at least 90 days or 120 days. And if you're certain about this, go ahead to click on the satellite looking icon, click on the resident plan, and then you see manage. Click on the manage, it will show you an option to cancel. Then go ahead to give them a reason why you're about to cancel. As soon as we've cancelled it, now the option to transfer has popped up. So we have to click on transfer Starlink to another new account. And to do this, we must have created a new Gmail or email account that will be imputed when requested to impute an email that will be used for the new Starlink account. After your email has been imputed during the Starlink transfer, you will be sent an email by Starlink having your activation link. Click on the activation link. It will direct you to this page where you get to proceed to create a new Starlink account. And then you select your location. After selecting your location, you choose a plan that you want to proceed with. As soon as that is done, your Starlink has been set up, and then you make payment. After all that is done, we move on to factory reset the router before turning it off. And to do this, we go to the back of the Starlink for version 3 and use the pin to click on the reset button only once, and then turn off the router for at least 5 minutes. After the factory reset, it's time for us to turn it on and then go to the app and make sure that your Wi-Fi is connected to the Starlink. Try to set up your account, allow it to boot properly, and click on the human looking icon at the top right corner to link your new account to this Starlink.